Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is another guest video from Maelstrom, this time in the Ez8 Weapons Rack version. Ez8 Weapons Rack is, of course, a support. I believe it starts at 350 or 400, probably 350. It does have almost all of the 8th team weapons. I believe it can choose between the 180mm and the rocket launcher. I think the 6.2 rocket launcher specifically, not the one that takes place the place of the bazooka for most 8th team suits. Or I could be wrong. It's been a while since I looked. But yeah, it has the beam rifle and the 100mm machine gun as sub-weapons. And yeah, also does still have the Ez8's trademark downswing, so that is... Okay, well, 2 shots on the shield, but the shield is now gone and out of the way. But... yeah, so it's got a pretty good skill set. I don't think they have buffed its Vulcans to match the changes they just made to the Ez8 in November, but wouldn't say no to it if they ever did. So let's see. Yeah, okay, good shot there. Perfect, really, because yeah, managed to land it just as the stun took. So yeah. Lined up great. Could not have made it any later. Just, yeah, very good. See, that is a standard Kampfer because Maelstrom has type advantage on it, which would not be true of the Proto Kampfer or the Titania. See. That said, you know, melee it's still very good at melee and has a bunch of fun follow-ups. So luckily it was not able to land one of them before Maelstrom's iframes kicked in. And, let's see. Oh, that is not the Kampfer. That is a Lilith Pixie. And let's see, he got out of the way of the scythe, but the enemy pilot was ready to counter his downswing. So, yeah, that is that life. Let's see. Yeah. So far, not too bad. Allied team's about 1,000 points behind, but. You know, real early yet, so plenty of time to change that. Well, now it's like 1,650 points behind, so yeah. But, you know, there is plenty of time, again, still plenty of time for, you know, scores to change and turns to table. But, let's see, we've got, take the supports. I mean, if you can get to them, it's good advice. And there is a G-Quux and G-Fred colors, so... see, and that Kampfer is really trying to bait somebody, but yeah, Maelstrom's got splash damage and a machine gun, so I kind of have a feeling it's not going to be as successful in drawing him out as it hoped, especially since it just kind of, you know, changed course. Oh, that wasn't the Kampfer, was it? Or are there multiples? Interesting, but yeah. You know, plenty of ranged options, and when and whenever that suit, you know, changed its course, it was a good time to attack. Somebody else managed to get it, but okay, 4890 to that Kampfer. Kampfer's whole thing is it is very fast. It does a lot of damage. Its ranged defenses are minimal. It has pretty good melee defense since it's supposed to get up in people's faces. But yeah, you can, if you have type advantage and a good ranged weapon, you can punch big holes in that thing. There's the Pixie. Yeah, you can see with type disadvantage and probably better beam defense than the Kampfer had. That was less than half the damage he did to the Kampfer with the beam rifle. So, you know, type and defense scores really do make a difference. You can compensate for them, but it takes some very specific building. And then you just have to hope you're in the situations that support that particular type of build, which is generally my problem. I tend to build for very specific things that, you know, then don't happen, which kind of the story of my life. Oh, good shot there. I think he got around that little corner, so that was nice. Let's see. Okay, there is the Lilith Pixie, and it is doing its whole thing. Yeah, that golf swing is killer. You know, that was what, like 7,800 damage, something like that. Yeah, that is a bad thing to get caught by. And it looks like it just walked up behind. Nope, something else did. That is a Hazel. Standard Hazel custom, I believe. Yep. Okay. And let's see. I think things are probably in a little bit better space than they were before. Yeah, they have closed the gap pretty much. So just leaves another 2 minutes and 40-some seconds to get that last little rest of the way. But I think I'm again still working on that new suit. There were no cues for it, so I had to leave off for today, which is why another guest video. I've got a before and after for the Penelope situation battle too from Demolition Hound, but yeah, I believe Silver Lightning Heavy Arm Zero, whatever name you know him by, just posted his own Penelope round. So I am trying when my friends post things to kind of let them breathe, just because there's no reason no reason to compete as far as I'm concerned. So, but okay, yeah, they've got the lead now. So yeah, may do the Penelope before and after tomorrow. May do it Wednesday, depending on how much success I have with the new suit. But I will say, having run the new suit for a while, that I do now understand why all of a sudden there are teams very much fixated on taking all the points. Because yeah, it does benefit from that pretty significantly. So, but let's see. Not sure. Yeah, there was. I'm watching on the smaller OBS window for the sake of my neck. So, my setup is weird, but it works. Okay, good combo there. The charged rifle and the 180 mil were enough. I'm judging from the damage the rifle did. That was probably the Kampfer again. And okay, well, yeah, they managed to turn it around to the point where number 4 on the enemy team is just done. So it happens. Just especially in rated, of course, where if you don't. Sometimes people just get frustrated and rage quit, and also if somebody does quit it on the losing team, it does cancel out most, if not all, of your point loss. So, yeah, sometimes that's that rage quitting is altruistic, and sometimes it's just rage, and I'm sure sometimes it's both. But. And that said, the enemy team actually doing a pretty solid job of bringing it back in the time they have left. Like, if they were not down a member, they might have been able to get even closer. But, yeah, look how close they got. So, yeah, number 4, I think, quit a little bit early there. But, all to the good for Maelstrom's team. And, pretty close round overall. Yeah, those are good colors on the G-Quux, of course. Let's see, top assist at 750 for Maelstrom. And let's see. I don't think he's okay. 73K 2 and 2, not bad. 1,900 points. Yeah, pretty solid, especially with a Lilith Pixie there to hassle him. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I probably mentioned this before, but in case I didn't, I did finally build the entry-grade Wing Gundam. It is really nice. And it does, for the most part, transform. The feet don't collapse the way that they're supposed to on the full bird mode model, but other than that, it gets every bit as close as the old no-grade did, with much better color separation and all that. I do feel like the touch gate feature was a little bit cleaner on the RX-78 and a couple of the other entry grades I put together. But to be honest, the Wing Gundam is kind of more complex shapes in to a certain degree. So I can kind of see how that might happen. Also, I did have one piece actually coming off in the. I had one piece popped off in the package after shipping, so they may have been hedging their bets on that a little bit. But yeah, It looks really good. It was fun to build. I need to dig out that entry grade strike gun. My God, I still haven't built that, and I generally enjoy these. So, but yeah, it's definitely worth getting if you do not have a 1/144 scale wing Gundam at the moment. And yeah, comes out fairly clean if you decide to use cutters anyway. So yeah, it's not bad.